Hello everyone, I'm Svetlana. Welcome on my educational channel. So today I'm going to read to you a book about a dog. Almost nobody's dog. So let's start to read. Nobody on the river road wanted the dog. One night, someone stopped their car for a moment and then sped away, leaving behind the small white dog with one brown ear, the right one, two brown paws, the front ones, and a feathery tail. You see? Okay. Mr. Fitz did not want the dog. He's too small, he told his wife, and his wife agreed. The Fritz liked things big. They had a big house, a big car, and big appetites. And the dog was almost as small as Mrs. Applegate's cat next door. Cat next door. Maybe Mrs. Applegate will take him in, Mrs. Fitz said. Okay. Yeah. Here are, yeah, Mrs. and Mr. Fitz and their big car. Okay. Mrs. Applegate did not want the dog. He's too noisy, she told her cat. They lived in a quiet house. Even the cat's purr was quiet, and the small dog's bark was as noisy as Swanson children banging their screen door across the street. Maybe the Swanson will take in the poor thing, Mrs. Applegate said. Okay. The Swanson children did want the dog. He's so small, he's so cute. Can we keep him? All three asked. No more pets. Enough is enough, their parents said. The Swansons already had 3 cats, 2 canaries, 4 gabbles, a rabbit, a mouse, a guinea pig, 5 hamsters, and a large dog. Maybe Miss Peppa will take him in, Mrs. Swanson said. Yeah, so many pets they have here. Cats, dog, birds, guinea pig, rabbit. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, yeah, nice place, nice garden, a lot of flowers. You see? Okay. Miss Peppa didn't have any pets, but she did have her lovely garden. She had fenced it in to keep the Swan's dog out. She did not want a dog of any size to ruin her precious flowers. She did not want the small white dog with one brown ear, the right one, two brown paws, the front ones, and a feathery tail. And so the small dog sat watching the road. Yeah, you see, he's sitting, yeah, and watching the road. Mr. and Mrs. Wits watched the dog watching the road. He's waiting for his owner, Miss Fitz said. He must be thirsty, Mr. Fitz said. And also, he did not want the small dog. He set out a big pail of water. Mrs. Applegate and her cat watched the dog watching the road, and also she did not want the noisy dog. She placed a bowl of kitty crunchers on her porch. The dog was hungry. He ate until his tummy bulged like a small balloon. The Swanson children felt sorry for the small dog. Poor little dog, he must be lonely, they said. They picked him up and carried him into their crowded house. Please, please, can we keep him? They begged their mother. No, 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 she said, more family than before. The Swanson dog growled. The Swanson cat hissed. The small dog jumped out of the children's arms. Through the screen door and around the corner he ran. Under Miss Pepper's garden gate he squeezed his small self. Yeah, you see? He squeezed. Oh my God. You see? He's slipping into the flowers, among the flowers. Miss Pepper was not at home. She had gone out to purchase a new pair of garden gloves. When she returned, she found the small dog held up and fast asleep in her petunias. Oh no, Miss Pepper cried. My petunias! The small dog woke up, and fast as a fox, he raced back under the gate with Miss Pepper close behind. Stay out of my garden, she scolded. Miss Pepper's petunias were not broken, only flattened a bit. Still, she did not want the dog in her garden. She would find a way to keep him out. Oh, what is she going to do, huh? And she did. She rolled a stone against the garden gate. You see? The small white dog sat watching. He liked Miss Pepper's garden. It smelled nice. He would find a way to get back in. And he did. He waited until dusk when Miss Purple went inside. Then he dug. The dirt flew. You see? The stone came loose, and under the gate, the small dog squeezed his small self once again. Oh my God. Oh, can you see dog? He's, yeah, under the bush of nice flowers. The next morning, Miss Pepper found the dog under her snowball bush. You are an impossible person, she scolded. Don't you understand? I don't want you in my garden. The dog backed a small bug and hurried back under the gate. Miss Pepper kept bags of potting soil next to her garage. One after another, she carried them to the gate and stacked them firmly across the opening. Maybe the bags would keep the small dog out. The small dog watched with his furry tail wagging. He watched until Miss Purple left the garden. Then he pulled at the bags with his teeth, you see. He shoved at them with his nose. He pulled and shoved until the bags wobbled. He pulled and shoved until they tumbled and fell. And back under the gate he went. Peppa was watching. This time she waited until the dog settled himself under the snowball bush. She waited until he was fast asleep. Then she tiptoed out and scooped him up. You're worse than a wit, she said firmly, popping up where you are not wanted. The small dog nuzzled under her chin, but Miss Pepper sat him down firmly on the other side of the ferns. You're a smart little rascal, she said, but I do not want you in my garden. The small dog did not move. He sat watching the gate and Miss Pepper. He was determined to get back in. Miss Pepper was determined to keep the small dog out. Miss Pepper placed her sprinkler next to the gate. She turned on the sprinkler and waited behind the house. The small dog did not hesitate. As soon as Miss Pepper was out of sight, he squeezed under the gate. Quick as a rabbit, he dashed through the water. He looked quite joyful as he shook himself off. Nice. Nice view, yeah? Nice scene. Miss Pepper collapsed under her garden swing. You're a scamp, she said. What am I going to do with you? The small white dog moved closer, around the petunias, past the snowball bush, up to the swing he came. Yeah, here's the swing. And there he sat, holding up one paw. You see? Holding up one paw. Miss Peppa sighed. The dog wagged his furry tail. Miss Peppa did not want a dog in her garden, but she took the small dog's paw and said, "How do you do?" Mm. So he's sitting on her lap now, you see? Oh my God. I think they're becoming to be friends. To Miss Pepper's surprise, the dog leaped onto the swing, turned around twice, and settled himself on her lap. Miss Pepper had never owned a dog. She had never fed, cuddled, played with, petted, or petted a dog in her whole life. But she began to pet the small dog's ears. "I wonder if I could teach a small dog to stay out of my flowers," she said. The small dog nudged her arm with his small black nose. Oh. So the dog now is welcome. Miss Pepper's heart felt full as a bucket. She would give it a try. "I will buy you dog food and a collar," she told the dog. "You will have to mind your manners in my garden." She set the dog down and started toward the house. Across the way, Mr. and Miss Fritz cheered a big hooray. Mrs. Applegate stroked her cat and said, "Good," in a quiet voice. The Swansell children clapped their hands. So everyone is happy, yeah? The dog has a family now. And he's not lonely. Hmm? They all knew that the small, white, brown-eared, the right one, brown pot, the front ones, fuzzy-tailed, nobody's dog was Miss Pepper's dog. No. Mm. So, boys and girls, what do you think? Do you like this book? This book about nobody's dog? It's very funny and clever. And I think Mrs. Pepper would be happy, yeah, have such kind of friend. Yeah. Do you like dogs? Do you have one? Okay. So, if you like this book, put a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss the video. Bye bye for now. See you later.